name is ADRIANNE Chiara. I am a model signed with State Management, and I kind of do like an expertise on beauty modeling, beauty and skincare.
Welcome to Unfiltered Beauty, where we go behind the scenes of the beauty industry. Today, I'm sitting down with my childhood friend and model, ADRIANNE Chiara, to talk about modeling in the beauty industry, working with big brands like Maybelline and Givenchy, and advice for aspiring models. Let's dive in. How did you get started in modeling, and what made you interested in pursuing modeling?
So I have always wanted to be a model. Growing up, I would watch like America's Next Top Model and be like, yes, I'm gonna be on that show. And I would tell my classmates like, oh, one of these days you're gonna see me on a billboard. Which is very like, okay, that's ambitious, you know? But hey, one of these days it'll happen. It's gonna happen.
I will be there like taking pictures, cheering
Please.
you on.
That would be great. But yeah, it was always something that I wanted to do, but I'm petite. I'm around 5'3", 5'4". So, you know, back then, 90s, 2000s, they always wanted like the really tall models. Like you had to be at least like 5'7", 5'8", and even that's considered short. So, like that dream just kind of like dwindled away, but again, it was always something that I really wanted to do. And then I met my beautiful husband and he is a fashion and commercial photographer and kind of got me back into the world of like, yes, I can be a model. So we would always do these photo shoots, but I never took the chance to actually submit myself into an agency just because it was nerve-wracking for me. I was a little bit afraid of rejection. So I just never did it. And then pandemic rolls around and I was like, you know what? I'm unemployed, might as well try it out. So State Management was doing like an open call via social media and I submitted a selfie and it was, it was a pretty terrible selfie. But you know, I shot my shot. I did it, I sent it in and I was like, if they don't want me, then they don't want me. But they ended up messaging me back and they're like, thank you so much for sending this photo. Here's all the information. Please send more photos to this email and we'll get right back to you. So like 2 days later, they emailed me back and they were like, all right, cool. We wanted to have an interview with you. So we had an interview and I got signed. And now I have the most wonderful agent in the world. He is amazing and is always on top of everything. And it's like a literal dream come true. So, yeah.
That's amazing. Do you think it helps to have an agent, or would you be able to book gigs on your own?
So you could definitely be a freelance model, but in order to get like bigger brands, it's very helpful to have an agent because the bigger brands are gonna go directly through an agency and not just find you on Instagram or through like a castingnetworks.com kind of thing. They want that direct contact with the agent just to iron things out because there's a lot of paperwork that goes into these things.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot. And not that I've been in it, but I've been listening to conversations about agents talking about working with models and then the photographers and like how there's so many contracts back and forth that it just makes more sense to have that middle person to bridge the gap, basically.
Yeah, it's very helpful. And if I didn't have my agent, I would be so stressed out. I'm sure he does a lot of reading and he's really great at negotiating things too.
You need that, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So walk me through the casting process. Where does it start? What are you typically asked to do?
So there's 2 ways that you could do a casting, and one of the most recent ones and the most often that I've been doing is via like self-tape or just sending in a few photos, like selfies from home because pandemic. And they want to really limit that travel and just the contact. You know, you don't always need to be in New York to do these castings in person anymore because it's just, there's no point. There's really no point, and I think companies have realized that now. So one of the main things is a slate. So you slate your name, sometimes your age, your agency if you have one, and your height sometimes, but it's definitely your name, agency. Yeah, oh, and if you're available for the shoot days. So, and then a casting in person, you show up and sometimes you know what you're supposed to wear and sometimes you don't. But most of the time it's just very simple, like white or black shirt and form-fitting jeans or leggings.
Got it.
But most likely jeans, because they're a little more flattering than leggings and a little more presentable. And they tell you what to do. So then you do it. Or you just show up and you're like, hi, I'm so-and-so, and here's my comp card. Thank you for the opportunity.
So let's say you booked the job, like everything's going really amazing. Now it's time for going on set. How does that day look like? Do they ask you to come with hair and makeup, or do you bring your own? Are there any like beauty hacks you have? Walk me through that process.
So it's a little bit of everything. There have been times where I've been asked to show up with my hair and makeup done. So I would do my own makeup. When it's like that, they want it super natural. So I don't really do mascara because I have lashes. Oh my goodness, I have lashes. So I just curl them and make them a little more presentable, you know, brush up my eyebrows or something, a little bit of concealer under the eyes and a lip balm, but nothing too over the top. And then for my hair, most of the time I just have it like nice and curly, just natural, because that's what they want. When they do it, they have a whole team. So they have hair and makeup, and it's, you know, go crazy with whatever they want.
There's been this shift in the beauty industry where we're gravitating more towards natural beauty and just embracing who you are, and not so much just like this flawless face sort of vibe. Have you noticed that while you've been modeling?
Yes. Oh my goodness, yes. So this previous shoot that I had, they, okay, so they wanted like under eye bags on me, but this
really?
is gonna sound very like, yeah. So they're coming out with a new product, I'm not gonna say, but it's for under the eyes. And again, this is gonna sound like very like, ew, but I don't really have like under eye bags or dark circles or anything like that, or really even like blemishes on my face. I take really good care of my skin. So I make sure I don't have any of that. And I was prepared for the shoot. I was like, yep, we're not gonna have anything going on with my face. This is gonna be perfect. And when I got onto set, they were freaking out because I didn't have any like under eye bags or like dark circles or anything, because they're like, what are we gonna like, how are we gonna show this product? So that's been a little bit of an issue when it comes to modeling and finding products, or like finding a way to like show those products, but I ended up just like pinching my under eyes to make them a little bit red to show like some kind of imperfection, you know? And there are times where they'll exaggerate the before and after. They were marketing a new foundation that they had come out with, and the before and afters, they would exaggerate like your under eyes, and if you had a zit on your face, they would make it a little more red and just make you a little more tired looking and a little more like, ooh, okay, there's definitely imperfections on these people. And then of course for the after, they make you like all nice and glowy, like, ooh, there's nothing wrong with me. But yeah, that's that.
That's so interesting. How much of a say do you have in editing, or do you even, like, can you tell them, oh, don't blur out my skin or anything, keep it natural, or is that completely up to them?
I have no say whatsoever. That is all on them. I just show up, take my photos or shoot the video, and I'm done.
Has there ever been a scenario where you see the image after and you're like, this isn't me?
Yes and no. I guess depending on the angle of my face will change. Like I have two very different sides. Like, you know that whole split face thing that's on Snapchat or TikTok? It's like two completely different people in my face. So it's a little like, oh, okay, I guess I do look like that sometimes, you know? Not that it's off-putting, but it's just like, wow, okay, so that's what people see. And there was one time I was shooting for a social media video just so they could have it on their stories, and I didn't have any makeup on my face, and I have very reactive skin, so if I touch my face, it goes red. and there was a lot of like rubbing in the product with with your fingers, and my face was like, oh, it was so red, and you could totally see it in the video. I'm gonna send it to you so that way you could like put it over here. But yeah, my face was very red. Oh, it was so red. Yeah. I was like, my skin doesn't look like that, I promise.
Yeah. My skin gets like that too. If I touch it too much, like it gets so red and pink, and I'm just like, I promise you, give this like 30 minutes, it won't look like this.
Yeah. Yeah, just, you know, give it some time. It's a great product, you know, but just rubbing it in.
Yeah. Like over and over.
Yeah, I would like have to wipe off my face with like one of those makeup wipes to get the product off from before, and then do it all over again. Yeah.
So with modeling in the beauty industry and just being in the beauty industry in general, there's such a heavy focus obviously on how you look, right? But how do you keep your self-worth intrinsic?
Oh. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I think you show up, you're kind, and you do your job. You know, you treat your agent right, and you don't mess up with their agency, and you just keep going, I guess. There's been a few times where I've been rebooked because they liked me, so it's a lot of personality, you know, like you just have to be yourself and show that you really want to do this job, you know. If you're really in for it, then they'll book you again. So yeah.
Do you have any sort of like self-care routines or any sort of routine you have to do before a photo shoot?
Not that I have to do, but just, it's nice to do.
Yeah, yeah.
So, of course, my night care skin routine, do the cleanse, the toner, serum, moisturizer, retinol, the whole nine. And then the morning of the shoot, I like to do that like lymphatic drainage kind of massage all over my face, and with the face oil, do the night care skin routine, but for the morning. And there's this one product that I use. It's like an under eye, not a roller, but it's a stick, and it's a little menthol-y, and it like depuffs and brightens your under eyes, and oh, that stuff is magic. Oh, it feels so good. And if it's really skincare focused, like I'm not gonna have any makeup on my face that day, then I'll do like the under eye patches and a sheet mask when I'm traveling, just to, you know, really lock the moisture in there and make my face nice and glowy for the day. And lots of water. Lots of water. And speaking of which, did you have your water today?
So there's this immense amount of pressure to keep up this beauty standard within the modeling industry. Has that impacted your mental health in any way?
No. So the beauty industry, or just the modeling industry in general, is changing. So I'm listed under a lifestyle division of my agency, and I don't book any lifestyle whatsoever. They always kind of put me towards beauty and some high fashion, which is great, but lifestyle is where all the money is at. So it's a little like hit or miss, you know, like, oh, okay, I wish I booked that, but you know, it's okay, because they're looking for just like your everyday person. So it's really awesome to see that representation of, you know, average bodies and just different faces and different hair textures and skin tones, and they really want to market to the masses now. So, and I'm under the category of like ethnically ambiguous, which you know is good, but they don't always want that anymore. So.
One thing that really stood out to me, because when we were talking like a month or two ago, you were like, oh, they're actually looking for people who have acne. And I was like, are you serious? Like, I've been trying to get rid of my acne for like 10 years now. You're telling me I could have been making money off of this?
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but like 10 years ago, they would have never thought to hire somebody with acne, right?
Yeah.
But now that's what they want. They want to see people with imperfections and scars and wrinkles, that, you know, because people now are like, we want relatable. We want to see that this product actually works, you know. It Cosmetics is a really great example of using like real skin. And I do air quotes because, you know, some people have the acne and the blemishes and some people don't. So it, you know, real skin, everyone has real skin. Yeah, so, but at cosmetics, they focus a lot on using people with blemishes and like rosacea, acne, fine lines, wrinkles, the whole thing. That's what they base their company off of, and look at them now. They're a multi-billion-dollar industry, and it's, yeah, they did a really, really great job with starting out that way and kind of like pushing the industry towards being a little more real.
Yeah, I love that. I wish we had that 10 years ago, because when I was looking at commercials, you just see all these flawless people just like splashing water on their face, all like gorgeous.
And yes, the face wash works. It so works. Yeah, on my non-pimply skin.
Yeah, like I would watch this and be like, okay, well, that's not me.
Yeah. So definitely a push towards being relatable, which is so nice, and definitely what, you know, people growing up should have a representation of.
I know with modeling, there can be times where you're booked back to back, or then there's like kind of a lull in booking jobs. So how do you deal with burnout, or do you experience burnout?
So I haven't experienced burnout with modeling just yet, thank goodness, but I have had moments where I'm not booked like at all. There was a time where I wasn't booked for like 3 months, and I was like, oh my god, am I not like model material anymore? And kind of having like a little freak out, like why is nobody booking me? But you just have to understand the industry, and it has its moments of like nothing is happening. And then these past 2 weeks I've been like booked back to back. So it's like a huge rush, and then there's like nothing for a little bit, and then another huge rush, and just ebb and flow.
Does it correlate with holidays or like seasons? What causes them to all of a sudden be booking all these jobs, you know?
Probably the holidays, and I guess whenever there's like a new season rolling around, that's when they want to have, you know, the new marketing coming out. So they book a few months in advance, and with Fashion Week coming up, you know, all the high fashion people are going to be in Fashion Week, and then the lifestyle models end up booking all of these commercial gigs because they no longer have, you know, the high fashion people to market for them because they're all booked. So hoping for that.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be great.
What is the biggest misconception that people have about modeling?
Ooh, that we don't eat. I eat. I love food. I love eating. It's just a matter of like being healthy and like listening to your body and, you know, exercising. That's super important. I know there's been a few people that I've met that are like, oh yeah, I like restricted diet, but it's like, no, don't restrict yourself. You know, be true to your body, stay healthy, take your vitamins, drink the water, and you know, you'll still get booked. They're not gonna not hire you because you're, I don't know, like a pound heavier for eating the pizza.
Yeah. Enjoy yourself, like indulge. You need sustenance in order to go and give it your best, right? Like you can't be functioning off nothing.
Yeah, so that's definitely one of the biggest misconceptions. And another one is that the bigger the brand, the more you get paid.
Interesting. Tell me more about that.
Not true at all.
Really?
Yes, oh my goodness, yeah. I mean, they still pay you, but it's not gonna be as big as like a random commercial or like some random lifestyle campaign. So the bigger brands, you have to think of it as they're already established, you're not. You need them more than they need you. So that's the mindset with that. So they're not gonna be paying you as much.
No, that makes me so sad. Like, they should be paying more.
Yeah. Which, you know, it would be nice if they paid more, but it's true. Like, we do need those names to have in our portfolio, you know, to be able to market ourselves better. So there is like, it's like a win-win-ish kind of situation.
And I'm sure the connections through that and all that definitely help too. Like, it'll keep leading to more work.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
So it's always good.
The names help. They help a lot.
What advice would you give to aspiring models?
Oh, just do it. Just freaking do the thing. Yeah, don't be a chicken and take the digitals, send them in to everyone. Spend the money to get a good photographer to get those photos in. Build your portfolio. Don't always do like that Instagram model stuff where like you get a random photographer messaging you and you kind of like look through their page and it's kind of like, oh, I guess, like build my portfolio. No, don't do it because it'll kind of hurt your portfolio. I mean, it's nice to have the practice, but the photos are a reflection of you. So if you send that into an agency, more than likely, they're gonna be like, oh no, sorry, let's try again later. And that's another thing. If you get rejected, just try again later. Try another agency. There's plenty of agencies out there that would be more than willing to bring you in.
Yeah, I need to do that. I applied for modeling once, got rejected, and was like, okay, I'm never gonna do that again.
No, Shirin, you have to do it. I've been telling you, like, just do it.
I know, I really need to just do it.
Beautiful. There's no reason why you shouldn't be a model.
Everyone keeps telling me to do it, and I'm like, okay, fine. Like, I'm listening to you now. Just gonna get digitals done.
Oh, and another thing, who cares about your age? Like, no one's gonna ask, really, and I mean, I'm 27 and I'm doing the thing, so yeah, no one cares. At least not anymore.
That's good. I'm so glad it's shifting in that direction.
Yeah, which is great, because when I first started out, I was really nervous. I was like, oh my goodness, getting signed at 25, almost 26, like, are they really gonna wanna book me because I'm not 18 anymore, you know? But no, yeah, they don't care. They want your face, they will book your face.
All right, so we have made it to the speed round. So real quick, rapid fire questions. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, favorite photo shoot?
Oh, crap, Maybelline.
What's one thing you can't be on set without?
Lip balm.
What's a beauty trend that needs to end?
Oh, the fluffy eyebrow things. I can't stand it, like the laminating. I mean, for some people it's really great, but I've been having people come up to me and be like, we need to laminate your eyebrows. I'm like, no, we're not touching the eyebrows.
I love that look.
I mean, for a lot of people it looks really good, but my eyebrows are dense. So it would just be like up to here, just not, no.
What is your dream modeling job?
Well, I think I already had it. Maybelline and Givenchy was a really big one. I'm crying. This is so exciting. But I'm very bloated because I'm on my period when they think I'm fat. Wow, I look a mess. Givenchy. I guess just any kind of like luxury brands. Oh, I shot with Hourglass. That was really cool.
That's nice.
I don't know, just any and everything.
Those are all amazing. And side note, Adrianne's on Target's website, by the way, which she hasn't even mentioned yet. Huge.
Yeah, I'm on Target's website, which is like, it's just like the feeling of seeing your base just kind of like everywhere is really amazing, especially when it's something that you've been dreaming of for so long and now it's finally happening. It's like, wow.
I literally have goosebumps for you. That's so exciting.
Oh my goodness. Whenever I've like booked something or like I see the final product, like I cry. Like actually cry. Just like tears of joy and happiness and like relief of like, wow, like I'm actually doing this.
Yeah, that's such an amazing feeling. Last question, what is one thing you would change about the industry right now?
Oh, that one's hard.
I know.
More diversity. I mean, there's they're working on it, but more diversity.
So that is it. Thank you so much, Adrienne, for being on Unfiltered Beauty. Where can we follow you on social media?
Oh, thank you so much for having me. You can go ahead and follow me at AO_Adrianne on Instagram and also on TikTok. I also have a YouTube channel, Adrianne Chiara, and you can go ahead and find me there too.
Love that. Thank you, Adrienne.
Thank you, Shirin.